The final question that people typically ask is, well, why ask the saints though when we can go directly to God? Why waste our time seeking the intercessions of the Virgin Mary, of the saints, when we can just pray directly to Christ? Of course, you can pray directly to Christ, and we should. But the scriptures also tell us that not all prayer is equal. James says, the prayers of a righteous man availeth much, which means the prayers of an unrighteous man don't avail as much. It means that there's a spectrum, and the more pure in heart that we become, the more our prayer rises to heaven and is heard and responded to by God. It doesn't mean that prayers of a sinner are not heard by God. That's not what I'm suggesting. But the saints have this ability to be able to say to this mountain, be taken up and thrown into the sea, and that actually happens. We can tell. We can tell how much faith we have by the response in our prayer. The saints have a prayer that is so powerful that miracles occur left and right with them often. St. Nectarius of Aeginum, my absolute favorite saint, who rose in 1920, was known as a wonder worker even during his lifetime because he had such immense purity of heart, and he could say with St. Paul, it's no longer I who live, but Christ lives in me. He had taken out the ego and the sin from his heart and driven it far from his heart so that his heart became a throne for God. We're all in that process. And so to ask the saints for their prayers is simply to multiply our prayer to Christ. It's nice when I pray to Christ. That's a good thing. But when I then ask the intercessions of the Theotokos, of the guardian angel, of St. Nectarius, of St. Paul the Apostle, for whom I'm named, of St. Paisius, of Mount Athos, St. Porphyrios, of Capsuca Livia, of St. Irene Chrysavalantus, some of my favorites, my prayer is now multiplied and upheld and supported by the whole army of the saints and angels. Why would I not want that? Of course I want that.